Hey, what's up, everybody? Hopefully we're live. I haven't done this but a few times, so let me know if you guys can hear me. Is there anybody currently in the comments or in the chat that could let me know? Um, got one guy here. Let's see. Flat Lives. Hey, man, congrats. Hope you have an incredible, awesome stream. Appreciate it. So I'm assuming everybody can hear me. Yeah, I tested it on my phone. Looks good. So we got a few people here. I'm going to go ahead and do an intro because I'm going to probably divide this up on the channel later. So Cloud Wish says I can hear you. Appreciate it, man. So I'll just do my normal interview. This is Jeffman316 Customs YouTube channel. I'm your host, as always, Jeffman316, your pop culture reporter. And this was just one I wanted to get a little video out there. I figured it'd be easy to do it live and then divide it up later on the channel. It's just a thank you video and to go over a few key little things on the channel. This is for hit 1,000 subscribers recently. It was after the first of the year. Number one, wanted to make sure that those subscribers stuck, and then I didn't dip below 1,000. But it looks like we're on our way to 1,100. So I really appreciate anybody that's has supported me so far, and hopefully you guys will keep supporting me in the future. So if you're watching this later after the live stream, I'm going to go ahead and announce what I was talking about. I'm going to do a giveaway. I said I promised I was going to do one when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and so I'm going to go ahead and talk about that first to get the news items out of the way. There we go. Somebody says, "Dude, yeah, dude." So yeah, we're live on here, and he says, "Awesome, that's awesome." So cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and announce a couple of giveaways. I promised everybody that I was going to do a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I did. And so yeah, he said, "Yeah, I can hear you." So cool. So as you know, I do pop culture related stuff on here, do a lot of movies. I mix in some toys, but it's basically anything I like. If you see the stuff behind me, you know, I'm a toy collector, always have been. Big into movies though. You see a lot of content on here. So I try whenever I go out looking for movies, I always record the content. That's why you see a lot of movie hunts. Recently, you know, Dollar Trees are starting to have a lot of titles, even though it's $1.25 tree. But either way, what I want to do is I want to announce it. And like I said, I'll divide this video up, post it later for anybody that watches it later. So in case you didn't catch it live, I'm going to do two giveaways this time for the 1,000 subs. The first one is going to be a toy item. If you watched one of my recent toy hunts, you'll see this item that I found. Target was clearancing these Spider-Man Marvel's Vulture figures. So that's a deluxe figure set. These things were normally like, what was it, $42, I think. So I got it cheap, but I got me one and I got one for the channel. And this is going to be the first giveaway. And I'll talk to you guys after we do this and after I show you what I'm giving away. And I'll tell you how you can enter. The second one is more for movie fans, and a lot of it has got to do with the Dollar Tree. So I've got this some items that I got from the Dollar Tree. Some of them were mine, but I got a movie tub here full of goodness that I'm going to give away to somebody on the channel. And I'll go ahead and show you the items that are inside. First, you get some individual popcorn holders. So if you don't want the big one tub, you can have the individual ones. There's two in there, and I'm not going to show you, but there's a couple of movie and TV goodie items in there. If you look back on the channel, I used to collect a lot of VHS. So as more of the gag gift part of it, somebody's going to get this awesome VHS of Back to the Future 2. It's pretty minty version of it in a box, and I've checked it. No mold or anything. So that's kind of cool. If you don't have VHS, it'll be more of a gag. But the bulk of it is going to be this box of movies. So I'll go through them really quick. Not going to take too much time, but the first one is this Seth MacFarlane cavalcade of comedy. The Gallows. The Lazarus Effect. That's actually a really good movie. Journey to the Center of the Earth with Brandon Fraser. That's not bad. A comedy classic, Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know how much of a classic this one is. I've watched it. It was pretty bad, but hey, this is more of a, hey, let's have some few drinks and make fun of this movie 43. A pretty good movie that was not like a mainstream movie. Ideal Home. It's got Paul Rudd in it. That's pretty good, pretty good movie. A movie that's more like a dramedy, Paper Towns. If you haven't seen that, you really should see it. So even if you don't win these, you need to watch that. It's a pretty good movie. A stoner comedy, the co-ed and the zombie stoner. This was in a horror pack. This wasn't in a Dollar Tree, but I already owned it. I think I got it on Blu-ray. So they gave me that one. So here's something off the wall that most people might not have even known. There's an Inspector Clouseau movie that didn't star Peter Sellers. It's got Alan Arkin in it. So I thought I'd throw that in there. It's kind of weird. I had an extra copy of that. 2 seasons of the show Happy Endings, and I think it was only 2 seasons. So you get that. And then the final one is a joke for anybody that watches my movie hunts at the Dollar Tree. The friggin' Humanity Bureau. I don't know if anybody sees that when they go. Every time you do a movie hunt, there's always a copy of the Humanity Bureau on DVD or Blu-ray. So I always point it out. It's one of the worst Nicolas Cage movies that I've seen in a while. So you get to share in my pain of watching the Humanity Bureau. So that's the movie giveaway items. So let me get it back in the box so I don't lose anything when I eventually pack it up. And I'll give you the scoop of what we're going to do when I give it away. So what we're going to do is, there was a community post on YouTube that I made. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I like his John Belushi avatar there. There's a community post about this 1,000 subscriber celebration. If you are a supporter of my channel, if you watch it now, and I'm going to let it go all week long, so when I post these later, people will be able to, who aren't watching it live, will be able to participate. All you need to do is put a comment under that community post of stating whether you want the Vulture item or whether you want the movie bundle. And you can only ask for one. If you ask for 2, whatever the first one you ask for is what you're going to get. So I'm going to put your name down, and then next Sunday, probably, I think I'll let it last a week, I'll come back on a live stream and we'll put it in a wheel, and we'll watch it, and I'll draw 2 winners. And then so the week after next, I'll ship these out. So I got 2 pretty decent prizes there for anybody that wants to participate. So hopefully you guys will keep supporting me. The more support I get, the more I can do. Reaching 1,000 subscribers, if you're not aware, YouTube gives you a lot of benefits now. So there's ads sometimes that are run on my videos. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's going to help me keep going with this. And I really want to keep doing this in the future. I enjoy it so much. So also it gives you the ability now during live streams like this. Hopefully once I get good at it and I do more of them, somebody might send me a super chat. So you can do that if you're watching through YouTube. You can send any amount of money that they allow you to on there. Then that way you can support the channel that way. So hopefully I'll be able to build the channel up over the next year or so. But I know you guys, I said I've got 2 things I wanted to do on this channel. I recently picked up a box of AEW trading cards, and these are pretty hard to find. Actually, just so you know, I picked up 2. So what I'm going to do is on this stream, you guys can help me decide which one of these I'm going to open. I'm going to do that one here live, and then I'm going to do another one later when I have time, so I can go through the cards a little easier. And then the second thing that I'm going to do is I've got a box here. Another fellow YouTuber that I chat with a lot, Flea Market Falcon, I think's his name. The 2 of us talk a lot. I've done some trades with him. I bought some stuff. He had a ton of Dollar Tree items, and he wanted to know if anybody wanted to buy them, and he cut me like a sweet deal. He even paid for shipping. It's a lot of the movies that I think I already have, but what I'm going to do is we're going to go through them, and I'll show you some of the things that he found that I wasn't able to. And hey, the ones that I say I've got, if anybody's interested in them, I basically will sell them cheap. So let me know in the comments afterwards what you guys think. So does anybody have any objection to us? Do we want to do the movies first, or do we want to do the AEW cards first? Somebody comment. First one I see is going to be what we open first. In the meantime, I'll show you there's a movie that I'm editing now, a video that's going to be for the a toy hunt this week, and I was able to find this cool Becky Lynch Target Con exclusive pop. I think I like it so much I'm going to review it on the channel. So with that being said, that's to come this coming week. And if anybody looks in the links of my videos, when I was doing these Dollar Tree movies for the bundle, I ended up finding a bunch of movies that I'm going to sell. So look at my eBay store link. I'm Jeffman316 there. I'm going to be putting up some movies this coming week to sell. But oh, look, we got some awesome. Looks like I'm getting so popular that the you guys wouldn't see it, but I've got somebody posting links to probably some Triple X girl streams. That's kind of cool. So yeah, cards is what two people said. So we're going to open up the AEW cards first. I like being able to control what you can see. Cloud Witch said AEW, and then he said cards. So I'm opening this box, and this second box, look out for a video in the next week. You'll get another video that'll have the other box on there. So hopefully you guys will be lucky and we can pull something good. So let's see what we got. There's 8 cards in a pack. There's 8 packs in a box. And oh, you do see it? There's no guarantee of a hit, from what I understand. Hold on a second. Hide user. All right, so he's gone. There's no guarantee of a hit in here, but I've watched people open these on live streams, and the 2 people that I watched both got, one got an autograph and one got a relic. So I'm not going to like search the packs because I know how to find the relics in these loose packs, but we're just going to open them up one at a time, and I'll show you guys what I find. So pack number 1 out of 8. So got a card of Penta. I don't know if you guys have seen these yet. That's what the regular cards look like. It's got a blue stripe down the side. Got a Jericho. I think that's a parallel that has a gold stripe down the side. Hey, it looks like we got an action card. It's like a 3D type card. A Ortiz Wednesday in action. So I don't know if you can see that. It's actually almost like a frame. So that's kind of cool. It's like multi-layered, so that's kind of neat. We got Pac. And we got an insert of Sammy Guevara top rope. I've seen those. There's a lot of the main stars get one of those cards. So that's kind of cool. Second pack, Kip Sabian. These are like magazine style covers, MJF. I don't know the difference. I guess blue is a regular, but it looks like I got a gold version of Orange Cassidy. This is a canvas type card. It actually feels like a piece of painting canvas. Nyla Rose. It's got an actual texture to it. That's kind of cool. Main features looks like a subset, like an insert set. Nick Jackson. We got the Mr. Slobberknocker himself, good old JR. How do you pronounce her name? Abaddon? I remember her from Impact Wrestling. I don't know if I've seen her in AEW. Sorry, I don't watch that every week. And then Darby Allin. That's one of my favorites that's on there. When I watch it usually for Darby Allin and CM Punk. That's the 2 main guys I like. So let's see who's next. Brian Cage. A tag team insert of Private Party. Christopher Daniels. I remember him. I saw him live a lot of times at a TNA shows in back in the day. Kip Sabian, that's a gold parallel. The Blade, this is a foil parallel. Looks like it's chipped at the top. That sucks, but at least it's nobody great. The Blade, I don't think anybody would care about him anyway. Main features of Big Swole, and she's, ironically enough, she's no longer there. However you pronounce this dude's name. How you pronounce that? Jungle Boy. Hey, Peter, appreciate you coming on. What's up, my friend? Got back online for the 1,000 sub. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I'm going to divide it up and show it later online if you don't want to sit here and watch it all. But love you, guy. Appreciate your support. And then James said, thanks for posting this in the Facebook group today. I saw it in sub. Appreciate your support. I don't know if you caught the beginning of it. I'm doing a giveaway. Let me show you real quick. Like I said, you'll be able to see the videos later this week when I edit them up. I'm doing comment under the community post for this. You got a chance to win the Spider-Man Marvel Vulture figure, or if you're one of my Dollar Tree Movie Hunt fans, I've got a bucket of movies that I'm going to give away. All you got to do is comment under there, and I'm going to randomly pick somebody next week at another live stream. So anybody that comments on there, you can only comment for one. So let me know which one you want. We'll finish opening these real quick. Luchasaurus. Got Mr. Brody Lee, rest in peace. I wish the WWE had done more with him when he was there. Christopher Daniels. That's a gold parallel. We got the blue one, I think, before. Main features, Anna Jay. I really like her. She's one of the new young female stars they've got on there. Main features of Matt Jackson. Looks like it's a gold parallel. Ricky Starks. He was in NWA. So I wish they would do more with him. Rio and Sheeta. Blue parallel with the magazine covers. So we got 4 more packs left. I'll try to get through these pretty quick. Hopefully we will pull, maybe that main event, that frame card was the parallel special we'll get. Matt Hardy. I know people are paying a lot just for these base cards of the stars, because you can't find these in most stores. Matt Hardy, the magazine blue special or subset. Alex Reynolds. Nyla Rose, one of the gold magazine covers. Another one of the canvas ones. This is cool. Dustin Rhodes. Gold Dust from WWF. You can see it's a matte canvas. Lance Archer. Never really a fan of that guy from his TNA days. The Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Does everybody think that he actually quit and didn't resign, or is he going to sign the WWE? Or I'm starting to think it's a work. Sammy Guevara, that he's actually going to show back up in some kind of faction on AEW. I never was a huge fan of him, but he's a founder. So the Dark Order tag team subset card. The Butcher, never really a fan of his. Santana, gold parallel. Arn Anderson. That's one of the foil cards. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Sammy Guevara, main features, parallel. Well, I guess like a subset insert. The Blade. So his foil one had some damage on it. Got his regular. Jake Roberts. Jake the Snake. And then Kenny Omega. I really like Kenny. So all right, we got 2 more. What do you think? Are we going to end up pulling an auto or something else? Or was that one card our insert of the box? So John Silver, Colt Cabana, A main features gold parallel of Chris Jericho. A main features of Dustin Rhodes. Tony Schiavone. This is somebody that I like, Tay Conti. I wish they had pushed her in NXT and on the main roster in WWE. I think they're going to regret that. Matt Jackson. And then Orange Cassidy. So I'm getting some of the good stars. So like I said, if you look them up, I want in on the first giveaway. Robert Ford, you want in on the toy, the Vulture? If that's the case, go to the community post for this video announcing this 1,000 subscriber celebration, and then under that, just comment which one you want, and I'll put you in the giveaway. That's all you need to do. Just comment on that. And then the last pack, let's see what we got. Big Swole, her regular card. Like I said, she's not even there anymore. It's pretty sad. Hey, this is a good one. Sting. I found the Walmart chase from the AEW figures in a toy hunt. Look at the thumbnails and you'll see that. So Brandy Rhodes wouldn't be there either if Cody had really left. So I wonder if that's a work. Like I said, Lance Archer, full parallel. Matt Hardy main features. Inner Circle tag teams. Matt Jackson and Jake Hager. So at least we got some of the stars. And like I said, these cards are really hard to get. So I'm wondering if that one card that we got that I put in here is going to be worth something, because it's really thick and it's 3D. It's hard to see on the screen. So that's kind of cool. So, oh well. So what I'll do is, like I said, probably later this week, I don't know if I'll do it live or I'll just record a video. I'll open up the other box that I got, and then if I get anything good, I'll post the recording, but I'll just record it while I'm doing it. So the other thing I told you guys I was going to do is one of the other YouTubers that I chat with a lot and I've dealt with and we've traded, I've made some purchases from him. I bought a haul that he did of Dollar Tree movies. I'm going to show you these, and I want you guys, there's a lot I haven't seen. If for anybody who has seen any of them, let me know if you've seen the movies and whether I should watch it, whether there's any of them worth reviewing or whatever. So, but speaking of that, I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm thinking of trying to do more of a regular schedule with my videos. I think I'm going to try to do like a weekly movie hunt or something like that. Once a week, do a toy hunt once a week, then do a movie review once a week, and try to get on a regular schedule. So watch out for that soon, because with the way my job is, I sometimes have to work over and I don't have a lot of free time during the week. So what I do, I like to do a lot of videos on the weekend, and then I spend some time during the week editing them together, and I schedule them out and post them. So then once I get probably a couple hundred over the 1,000, I'm going to probably add a Patreon to this channel, because I want to try to get some support to where I can start thanking you guys. So I'll do like most of the normal YouTubers. I'll put like a $1 tier where you'll get a shout out and maybe some early access. I'm not going to go up very high because I know I just started. So the most it'll be is probably like a $1, a $3, and a $5 tier. So watch out for that. But let's dig into these movies here, and you guys can let me know if you've either seen any of them or whether you think any of them's good. But some of them I've already seen. He's opened them, but I looked at all of them. They're in really good shape. So like I said, the ones I don't want, I'm going to probably have a yard sale soon, and I'll sell some of these, or maybe I'll do another giveaway soon. But here is the remake of the horror movie, The Stepfather. Has anybody seen the remake? I don't think I own this, and I don't think I've seen anything other than the original. This is unrated director's cut. So that's the first one. This movie I've never heard of either. And it's not Gremlins, it's Gremlin. So anybody heard of that? Like I said, whether you're watching this live or after the fact, hit up with a comment down below and let me know if you've seen any of these. This one I know my son and I probably enjoy. Greatest Super Bowl moments. So right there, that's kind of cool. It's official NFL Films. So it's from some of the earlier Super Bowls, obviously. So it's probably full screen. There's a bunch of those MGM titles that I've already bought some of. So we'll go through those really quick. I'm not going to bore you with all those. 2 Woody Allen movies, Stardust Memories, Shadows and Fog. I haven't seen either one of these movies. So I like some Woody Allen movies and some I don't. So I'm not sure whether whether I like those or not. So if anybody's seen either one of those, let me know. Like I said, a decent chunk of these Dollar Tree titles. American Buffalo with Dustin Hoffman and Dennis Franz he was from NYPD Blue. So has anybody seen that? And then Bad Influence, Rob Lowe and James Spader. I remember seeing this back in the day. I'll have to watch it because I really like James Spader. I think he's a very underrated actor. I was glad he got popular with The Blacklist. Here's one of my favorite comedies, and it's one of those guilty pleasures. Men at Work. I own this on Blu-ray, so that'll probably be a sale item, or somebody will get it in a giveaway. I remember seeing this movie like years ago, probably like 20 years ago, and I haven't seen it since. And Barbara Hershey and Boxcar Bertha. So was anybody remember that one? A movie I've never even heard of before. Blue Iguana. I think I might have passed that up in the Dollar Tree because I had never heard of it. Sam Rockwell. I'm trying to be a little bit smarter with the choices because, man, when that Dollar Tree stuff, second giveaway, not first. Robert, so you mean the movies? That's fine. Just in the comment on the community post, just say vulture figure or movie hall or whatever you want to call it, or movies, and I'll get you in there. A movie with Diane Keaton, Dak Shepard, and Liv Tyler, Smother. So hopefully some of these are be like what you call some unseen gems. I own this movie on Blu-ray, so this will definitely be part of a giveaway or something. The Mechanic. Does anybody like that movie? This is another movie I saw people find during their hunts, and I never found it, so I thought it was cool. I really want to see it because I'm a Karen Gillian, is that how you pronounce her name, fan. All Creatures Here Below. I heard that was a really good movie. Looks like mostly a drama. One of these really cheesy horror movies, but it's got dolls in it, so I think I'll like it. Curse of the Witch's Doll. Her soul lives on. Look at the back cover. Look at that. This is one of those movies that the dang cover will be 10 times better than the movie. All right, this movie here needs to be in the damn trash can without me even showing it, but I'm surprised that anybody even bought it for $1 or $1.25. Ghostbusters Answer the Call. After seeing what Mankind, the wrestler, would call this abortion of a movie, I'm surprised people supported the newest one. But if you haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, I reviewed that on the channel. That's one of my favorite movies of this past year. I think it's pretty awesome, so you guys should support that and watch it. So, but not that piece of trash. You know, it's pretty telling that they didn't even include that movie in the new set that recently came out of 4K, that you only got a digital code of it, that they didn't even want to put the 4K disc in there. So let's see. Here's a movie that I've watched streaming and I didn't own, so I liked it and I wanted to watch it again. So Prey. This is one of those like probably made for video or made for streaming. But I liked it. I remember it. It says death comes from the shadows. Trying to see if I can give a brief synopsis of it. Somebody gets enrolled in a lost and found program in which they would spend 3 days and 3 nights on a remote island. And he gets there, and let's just say all hell breaks loose. So here's another horror movie that I think I saw at the Dollar Tree. I don't remember buying it myself. Pumpkins. I'm sure that's some cheesy horror fun. So what do you guys think of Pumpkins? And this movie I've actually seen. I think I was streaming or something. The Cleaning Lady. It's not that bad of a movie, actually. So I'll enjoy that. So a lot of horror titles, like most people are finding. This is I don't know whether this is a documentary. It's called Ice Guardians. Probably is about hockey. I'm not big into hockey, so maybe somebody else can enjoy that one. If not, I'll sell it at my yard sale. This is a movie that I've seen, Brandon Cronenberg, Possessor. This is a really good movie. I wish this was the uncut version, but it's not. But it's got some deleted scenes on here, it says. So maybe that'll bring back some of the gore or whatever. I always see these movies and I've never looked anything up, so don't kill the messenger here when I don't know. Is this IP Man or IP Man? What does that stand for? Does anybody know? I see these movies all the time in the Dollar Tree bins and I never buy them. So has anybody seen these? So if you watch this now or later, drop a comment, let me know what anything about this series of movies, because I know it's more than one. This is a movie that I like, and it's one of the few out of here that I do own already, and I've got it in 4K. It's a really good movie. I think it's very underrated. People mostly thought that it was an Alien ripoff, but it actually is a little bit more to it than that. So, and it's got Ryan Reynolds in it. He's pretty good in this. So he's got some dramatic chops, as they say. This is a movie that I've seen as well, and so it's cool to own it. I saw it in my recent movie hunt, I think at Big Lots for $5 on Blu-ray, but I didn't want to buy and spend $5 on it. So it's a movie called Freaks. It's really good, so I'm glad to own this one. So if you haven't seen Freaks, check it out. We got about, I don't know, probably a dozen more. And then I'll quit boring you with my Dollar Tree hunt or box. Let me put the rest of these back in here. All right, here's a movie that I saw a long time ago, but it'd be nice to revisit it because I remember liking it. John dies at the end. This I think I did buy at the Dollar Tree myself, so I'll give this to somebody. Terror Tales. It's a really cheesy anthology movie. I watched it. It wasn't anything to remember. I mean, it's decent just to pass the time. Whoever rated it on the back says 4 out of 5 skulls. Like, once again, the cover art and the cover pictures are better than the movie itself. But it's got a lot of special features on it. That's kind of weird. Interviews, audio commentary, deleted scenes. The movie that I'm giving away on Blu-ray, look, he got it at the Dollar Tree, so somebody's going to get this one as well because I'm not keeping it. It's a bunch of hot garbage. I don't know that I've seen this movie. I remember seeing the cover artwork, The Gathering with Christina Ricci. I was a big fan of hers back in the day. So, life has a great Twilight Zone ending. Yeah, it sure does, and I think the twist works, but it was a little predictable once it started happening. I didn't know from the middle of the movie on that that's what was going to happen, but once it started, it was a little predictable, but I liked it. I'm really like non-traditional endings to movies, like non-Hollywood endings. I've seen so many movies, like The Mist. Everybody hates that movie, but I love it because of the ending. Wow, alive chap. How are you doing this evening, Jeffman316? Love your channel and the content. Appreciate the support, Alex. I'm going to start doing these more. I would love maybe on Sundays evenings to start doing it, or drop a comment if anybody has got a different day or time that works better for them. I know I'd usually record a lot of my content on Sunday afternoons, so this would work for me because I could just basically slide the computer right over into my little toy room here and start chatting about movies. So The Gathering. Has anybody seen that? I don't remember seeing it, so this might be a first time watch for me. This is a movie I've seen and I really didn't like it, so I probably won't keep this one. How to Be Single. It's got good people in it. Dakota Johnson, Rebel Wilson, Allison Brie. I love Allison Brie. She's amazing in most stuff she did. You should watch her in Glow on Netflix. She did an amazing job with that one. If you ever find Blade 2 on Blu-ray, I'm still interested. I haven't been doing much Blu-ray hunting. It's been a slow year for me. Yeah, I do a lot of hunting. I haven't done as lot. I've been picking and choosing with my movies because all these Dollar Tree titles like flooded my shelves. And I was telling my wife, I really want to do a nice yard sale. All the movies that I've either watched or want to sell, because I made quite a bit of money last year selling movies more than I paid for them at the Dollar Tree. So that's why I like to get them. And then I know I can either flip them, or one of the guys that's in the chat, he said that he saw my post in the Dollar Tree group. There's groups on Facebook of people, and we trade movies on there. I've done a couple trades recently with people, and it works. But so let me end this. How to Be Single. Leslie Mann and Allison Brie. If they were the main two stars instead of Dakota Johnson and Rebel Wilson, I'd have liked this movie more. But blah. It's about a real life person named. Is it called Ip Man or IP Man? I don't know. I'm gonna check that out. And the reason, you'll see in a minute, the reason I say this is a movie that I've been waiting for because a lot of people are finding Shudder titles, and I haven't been able to find any Shudder titles in my area. Other than, it's weird, the Dollar Tree has been randomly dropping new titles. Like, I'm starting to find, like, every 2 or 3 weeks more movies. Like, they had more in the back maybe, and as they sell, they bring them out. But I know there's supposed to be another drop the first week or two in March. But I've been finding new movies a little bit along. But my main two stores, they're stacked with like shelf after shelf of movies. And I don't think they're going to get any of the new ones in. So I wanted to be able to trade some of these. But the one, I'm babbling, The Pale Door. I saw it on Shudder. It's actually got the Shudder logo right there on the back. But I haven't watched it on Shudder. I skipped over it every time. And now I kind of regret it because I look at the cast. Just so you know, one of the guys that I like that's in here, I think it's the one, Pat Healy. I don't know what kind of how big of a role he is. I think that's him right there. Pat Healy is very underrated. He stars in a couple of my favorite movies, and maybe I'll talk about mine. But I'll tell you the one, Cheap Thrills. That has been a Dollar Tree title. On Blu-ray and DVD, and I found it on both, and I ended up giving it to somebody who thanked me afterwards because I recommended the movie to them, and they loved it so much. So Cheap Thrills, watch that if you haven't. I think I included that in my I did a series of videos back around Halloween where I picked 3 movies under a particular theme. And I think that one was like Life and Death Games or something. And Cheap Thrills was one of them. Check that movie out. That is a really underrated movie, and a lot of people don't even know about it. I got a couple more DVDs and then a few Blu-rays, and then we'll be done. This movie here sold me on buying it just because I know it's going to be so much cheese that I won't be able to deal with it. House Shark. I think it legit is about a shark that's in somebody's house. Look at this fin coming out of the damn toilet. This is going to be a late night, midnight on Friday. I can't sleep. I need to put some garbage in there. But it's got a full-length commentary on it. Bloopers, trailers, and more. So somebody put some effort into this thing. I know it's going to be garbage. But once I saw that, I've never seen this in the store. So I wanted to go ahead and get it. So what do you guys think of House Shark? Anybody seen that? The Curse of Buckout Road. Danny Glover delivers a phenomenal performance. Danny Glover? Really? He's probably in it like 10 minutes, I bet. I haven't seen this one either. So at least this box had a lot of new movies for me to watch in there. It says a college class project on creation and destruction of modern myths turns terrifying when a trio of young people come to realize the urban legends surrounding the famed Buckout Road may in fact be real. So what is this, like a poor man's version of urban legends? Anybody seen that? It says cabin. It's got the word the, like right there, the cabin. Why they got to hide the word the like that? That's a little bit silly. Indie horror at its very best is what it says on the back. I don't know. That dude right there might win Best Actor of the Year in this movie. Hey man, I've been hunting for the Shudder titles in my area. Can't find any of. Like watching your videos. House Shark was bad. Watched it It was so bad. Well, that's what I was saying. I think it's going to be one of those where I know it's bad and that's what I want to watch. Does that sound weird? A lot of people, like, sometimes you don't want to sit down and watch like a blockbuster or whatever. You just want to watch some good old fashioned cheese. And that's when I want to watch House Shark. And if you're not a fan of my channel, I've mentioned a couple times, Jaws is my favorite movie. So this will be like, Jaws, I think, is the greatest movie ever made as far as everything considered. So this will be like the opposite of Jaws. So this will be like on the polar opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to shark movies. The rest are a few Blu-rays. This one is in a Spanish. In the Heart of the Sea is what it's supposed to be. So I'm assuming that's about Moby Dick or something. It's got Thor himself in it, Chris Hemsworth. I haven't seen this movie. Has anybody seen it? It says it's got a copy of digital. I bet this dude, hey, it's still in there. Now I wonder if it's any good because it's got a Blu-ray and a DVD and it's got a digital code. So either way, I'll check it out. Anybody seen that? So the reason I was talking about was that first movie, what it was about, IP Man, whatever it's called, because I got number 3 on Blu-ray. So now I need number 2. I got the DVD of the first one, and I think wasn't there a TV series I saw at Dollar General on a Blu-ray set? So then got 3 more, and these are some that I'm going to keep for myself. Fist Fight, I've seen this. I like Ice Cube. Charlie Day is weird. I know everybody probably likes him from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I never was a big fan of that show, but he's weird. I like him in small doses. He gets on my nerves most of the time. He's good in Horrible Bosses, but that's because he's in a trio. I'm hoping, I remember seeing this, but I don't remember whether I liked it or not. So I've only watched it once. Tracy Morgan's in it as well. So I'll check that out. But like I said, I'm not a huge Charlie Day fan. Hopefully small doses of him, I can deal with him. Another Wolf Cop. And I know I have Wolf Cop on Blu-ray. I think I've got another Wolf Cop on DVD. So this is going to be an upgrade for me. So I'll sell or somebody will get my DVD of that. And this got a picture of Kevin Smith on the back. Is he in this? That is Kevin Smith right there, right? Right there. He's not listed in the credits. Or I don't know. But I've never seen another Wolf Cop. So if anybody's seen that, let me know what you think. And then last but not least, I know this is a title a lot of people have been looking for. After I watch it, I'll decide whether I'm going to sell it or trade it or whatever. But it's The New Kids. That was another reason I bought this lot. So I think that's cool. It comes with a slipcover. If you're not familiar with these Mill Creek, I got a movie rack over here that's got almost all of these VHS slipcover ones in there of the movies that I like. So maybe I'll showcase those one day. They usually put like the alternate movie poster on the slipcase. I mean, on the insert of the movie. And then what they do is they tend to put what the VHS would have looked like. So this is like the old Sony Columbia tape, the way the tape would have been designed. I remember getting like Ghostbusters and stuff like that back in the day. And so that way you can have both covers, a new one and an old one. So I love that's the only time I like slip covers, is when you actually get one that's different than the movie. Other than that, does anybody know what the hell the reason is for slip covers on movies if they're both the same? I mean, to protect it, I guess. But I mean, to me, it seems like a waste of resources to print the cover if it's going to be identical. This is a good collector's item right here, as far as at least you're doing something different. I'm assuming this stinking. Yeah, look. I mean, it's exactly the same. I point that out all the time. It's a pet peeve of mine. It's like a waste. It's about as much waste as that damn McDonald's hacks. Watch my video of that. You'll know my feelings on that. I think that's a bit stupid the way they're doing it. So that was the two main things that I wanted to do. tonight. I opened up the AEW cards. I'll chop off that part of the video if anybody missed that and wants to see it later. And then I want to show you guys these. If you go back and watch through it and you got any recommendations of which ones of these movies I should watch first, there's a lot I haven't watched. There's a lot I have. But like I said, anybody seen these Woody Allen movies? I think I now have all the Woody Allen movies that have been released in Dollar Tree this year. And then I think I asked at the beginning, anybody seen the remake of The Stepfather? I think the original one's pretty cool. And then, like I said, my son and I watched the Super Bowl one. Got some ideas of things that I'm going to be doing on the channel, like I said, coming up in the next month. I was digging through my VHS tapes to see which ones haven't been released on video as far as Blu-ray and DVD, and I found one. So I might do a discussion about some of my old VHS one day. Here's a movie that I like called Looking for Mr. Goodbar. It's only available on like some bootleg DVD. It's never been released on an official one. The reason I kept this tape is it's one of those gatefold tapes. I don't know if you guys were Paramount made. I know the Friday the 13th like this is worth like a fortune. But I've got some of these tapes, and I might talk about movies like that aren't available on any other media where I can't get rid of this. Hopefully my VCR will stay. The other video that I'll mention before we close is you saw I did an interview live with David Sterling. He's a producer of some B-rated horror movies. He and I worked out a deal, and I got the next 3 Blu-rays of his that I'm going to watch. He wants me to talk about. One is Axe Grinder 3. We talked about that on the live stream. If you didn't see it, I helped fund the movie. I'm going to show you something, and I'm not bragging about this part, but if you look at the back of it, it says that I am one of the producers of the movie. So right there, it says producer Jeffman316 Betterton. That's my real full name. So, but that's Axe Grinder 3. The box set came out and only had the first 2, and it had a thumb drive with some digital copies on it. I'll show you guys that. And then this movie it was already made, and what I did was, it was one of those GoFundMe things where he wanted to fund the Blu-ray and a special edition VHS. So I did that, and I helped him. And so he ended up cutting me a deal afterwards on the Blu-rays. And I'm going to do a video where I showcase the Axe Grinder box set. Those box sets are one of those deals where I was telling you where the artwork is amazing and much better than the movies themselves. How do I categorize my movies? There's no way you would ever be able to come into my house and figure out probably where most of my movies are, but I'll just tell you, I've got 3 bookshelves behind me you can't see. And what I basically do is my favorites and movies that are worth a little more, like steelbooks, and then just like really, really popular mainstream movies. They're up here with me at all times on the main floor of my house. And so what I do is I usually break them down into categories. I don't do them by alphabetical because I'd be rearranging all the damn stuff all the time. But I'll just give you an example. I've got a shelf that's got comedies on it. So the one row has got 80s and 90s comedies like Fletch, Animal House, Major League. And then the top row above that has got new movies like Hangover, Neighbors, those kind of movies. And so I keep them categorized like that. And then I've got a shelf that's superheroes, action movies. It's got all the Marvel, Deadpool and X-Men and all that, and then all the DC stuff. Then I've got another shelf, 2 shelves that are basic horror. One of them is I've got all of my Shout Factory, Scream Factory, whatever you want to call them, titles together. And then another one, I've got all my sequels together. So then you've got, all your all your Night of the Living Deads, Texas Chainsaw Massacres, Nightmare on Elm Streets. Anything's got a sequel, like the Candymans. And then I've got a shelf that's got action movies. And then I've got a shelf that's got television shows. And then I've got one I consider personal favorites that's on the other side. And then, like I said, I've got a little mini shelf that's got some that I would consider collector's editions. Now, I've got bookshelves in my basement that I store all these Dollar Tree titles. Like those are ones that I don't think I'll watch very often. And so I'm not probably not going to sell any movies that are up here on my main floor. These are my favorites, movies that I like, movies that I'm going to, if you've seen my channel, I'm a physical media guy. And the reason I do that is, if it's a popular movie that I want, I'm going to buy it, whether I can afford it now or later. I'll buy it used, or I'll trade, or I'll do something. I hate censorship, and I hate the editing of movies. I've just did another video where if you watch Adventures in Babysitting on Disney Plus, they edited the damn movie. I can't stand that. I'm a fan of Joe Bob Briggs, and I've mentioned it in my video about censorship. He's big like me. He goes, if you want a movie, you need to buy it on physical media now, because in the next 10 years, we're probably going to go mostly streaming. And then somebody else is in control of you, what you watch and how you watch it, and whether they want to edit it. And it could be whether it be political reasons, or whether it be, family restricted or whatever. That's garbage. I don't believe in censorship of anything. Kind of like back in the day when they tried to censor books and all that stuff. I hate that. I can't stand it. I want to watch a movie exactly the way it was released, or uncut if the director decides to do it that way. But I just hate censorship editing a movie. So any movie that I enjoy, I'm going to probably buy. I want to be able to, and also, hey, I've had times where my Xfinity internet was out, and then you can't watch anything streaming then. And I want to be able to put in my physical disc anytime I want and watch it. Plus, I don't care what anybody says, physical media is collectible still. And I've bought movies that I've had multiple versions of, like a steelbook. Right now, I'm getting ready to sell somebody my steelbook of Shang-Chi, is that how you say it? That was the Best Buy exclusive, because I didn't like the movie as much as I thought. And the steelbook is going for a decent amount. And I'm a member of the Disney Movie Club, and I was able to get the regular 4K of it like super cheap in a deal. So I'm going to end up like tripling my money on the steelbook of that. So they're highly collectible if you can get, especially the steelbooks. If you watch my movie hunts, my local area, man, the stores are just like barren some weeks, and which is I hate, because then if you want a steelbook, you got to like either buy it from bestbuy.com, or you got to end up trading or buying or paying a premium for it. But here, one of the problems I've got with that is bestbuy.com, half the orders I get from there, I've gotten steelbooks that are literally cracked in half, where the spine was mashed in and it buckled on the side. And I have to either take them back to the store, or I have to order another one online. The problem is a lot of the ones are sold out, and then you're stuck with just getting the regular version. Or here recently, I ordered a steelbook, and they sent me the regular version. So that's the trouble with buying stuff online. But either way, I'm sorry for the long-winded explanation. But and then I've got a little movie cart that I got box sets on. That's got my old VCR, and I've got a little TV with a VCR built into it that I bought at a yard sale for $10 here recently. And I've got that on there. So at any moment I could pull a card out and watch a VHS, or I could pull it over, and I've got my box sets on it because like that Friday the 13th and those Halloween box sets are worth a lot of money. But hey, I'm gonna watch out soon for an axe grinder box set opening. And like I said, this is I didn't show you the covers of these. They filmed 4 and 5 at the end of last year back to back, and they made the Blu-rays of them. Talk about cheesy. This is like that shark movie, House Shark. This is approaching that territory. Other than the usually the special effects are a little bit better as far as there's more gore in them. But like I said, I helped fund this one, so they listed me as a producer, even though I don't think I would consider myself as a producer. I'm more of a supporter. So I would have probably felt better if they hadn't put me as a producer on there. But hey, it's his company. He can do what he wants to with it. But David Sterling is a solid guy. So if you watch his back, David, here's to you. And I'll be doing that video for you soon, like I promised, of the axe grinder box set. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I think I'm going to close it out. Like I said at the beginning, look for a review. I'm going to unbox this Becky Lynch pop. You saw a picture if you follow me on Instagram. Up at the top, I'm Jeffman316. I got this Walmart exclusive figure of the Honky Tonk Man. Anything special, I'm not going to be like all the other toy hunters. I don't do that. I'm more into movies. But anything that catches my eye that's unique and special like this, I'm going to open on the channel. So watch out for videos. I got a couple other action figures related to movies. I think that's what I'm going to stick with, is the movie themed ones that I'm going to post reviews of soon. And hopefully 2022 will be a really good year for this channel. I really appreciate anybody who supports me by watching this video or any of my future video. You guys rule. Consider supporting me in the other ways in the future. If we do more live streams with super chats, once I do the Patreons, maybe you guys support me there. I really do appreciate it. So if you guys don't have any other questions, it's been almost an hour. I think I'm going to close this out. And like I said, as I close out all of my other videos, this is Jeffman316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.